This is Hannibal here from the HannibalTV.com. Happy Boxing Day to everybody. I'm wearing my Tommy Morrison hat that his wife was kind enough to send me, who I've interviewed on this channel. But let me get into the news. Smackdown is apparently being pushed hard this week with John Cena coming back. Fox is plugging it on all their NFL games. They've been getting around a 0.5 rating like they got Friday night of last week. So they're expecting a big boost with John Cena. Apparently, Lance Archer is unhappy in AEW with how he's being used. And apparently, a lot of wrestlers are unhappy in AEW. And maybe one of the reasons is they keep signing so many new wrestlers. And they only have, like, what is it, 3 hours on actual TV? Because isn't Rampage a 1 hour show? Dynamite's a 2 hour show, and they have this massive roster. But Tony Khan apparently likes to collect wrestlers. But Dave Meltzer said it, and a lot of people have been saying it. CM Punk leaving the company really hurt the company's popularity. And, of course, Cody Rhodes jumping to WWE did too. It's a lot of star power they're losing. There is talk of them starting to do house shows next year in 2023. But are they going to be able to afford Jericho to go on the road, who is their biggest draw? Would John Moxley go on their own? Probably. But is he by himself with AEW, which is mostly unknown wrestlers, actually draw? Who knows? I don't think Bryan Danielson would be that big of a draw, but also he had a lot of concussion issues. He's not going to wrestle a full-time schedule. Maybe a few house shows here and there if they're limited. Big Cass, I just saw last night, is in AEW because apparently he's getting married to DDP's stepdaughter, I guess. And here's one thing I also don't like about AEW. I guess his name is Big Bill in AEW. They debuted him jobbing to Wardlow, but now they're giving him a push. But here he is having a tag team match where he's holding his tag team partner's hand, who is in the ring while he's pinning a guy. What happened to the rules where you couldn't pin a guy if your partner was also in the ring or your partner was touching you? I guess tag team rules don't apply in AEW, because I also remember watching Jeremy Prophet's AEW dark match a couple months ago from Toronto in AEW, where the ref isn't even caring if people are tagging in tag matches. So, I mean, am I gone crazy? Has AEW dropped the rule where it doesn't matter if the other partner is in the ring touching you when you're pinning a guy? Or they just don't care. I don't know. But I do like Big Cass. I was supposed to have a feud with him in SWE about a year and a half ago. That would have been fun, but unfortunately it didn't happen. But I wish him the best, and I'm not picking on him for that because I just find AEW bizarre. For everyone, like, there's a lot of conspiracy theories for Stefan Bonner's death. People, the anti-vaxxers claiming it was the vaccine, and the anti-vaxxers also claiming that he was refused. That first of all, he wasn't vaccinated. Just to make that clear, he wasn't vaccinated, so it wasn't the vaccine that killed him. And for the people that knew he wasn't vaccinated, saying he was refused treatment at the first hospital he went to, he actually did a video saying he was refused treatment at the first hospital because they thought he was some type of alcoholic or addict that just wanted to get a buzz, but he was accepted into the second hospital. So him being refused treatment at the first hospital had nothing to do with whether he was vaccinated or not. He had back and hip problems and had been on a lot of pain medication, from my understanding, as well as CTE issues, which is one of the reasons He was using marijuana and I believe had his own marijuana company at one point. Apparently, the heart attack occurred while he was at work. It still hasn't come out exactly what he was doing for work. At one point, he did have, as I said, a weed company. He also had a gym at one point. I'm not sure what his latest job was. Apparently, Medusa put out a quote on the Wrestling Perspective podcast about Mandy Rose saying, quote, I think there are things that need to be changed. If it was a double standard, if there was no warning for her, guys get warnings. If in this business and they're still employed there, which is unfortunate, end quote. I think the guys that have Twitch accounts in WWE are mostly doing video game streams. I haven't seen or heard of a guy with an OnlyFans account in WWE where they're posting naked pictures and sexual positions with their girlfriends, which is basically porn. So if you're comparing somebody profiting off of pretty much pornographic material with someone profiting off of playing video games on streams, I don't think you can compare that at all.